Jayden, what was Saturday like for you just to be Ohio State's starting kicker for the first time?
It was a dream come true. I've always wanted to play big-time college football, and there's no place to do it like Ohio State. It's best in the country. Best players in the country, best coaches, just the best environment, too.
What was going through your mind when you went out there to kick that 40-yard field goal? Were you confident? Were you nervous?
I think there's always going to be a little bit of nerves, definitely, but, me and Jesse and John have gotten thousands of reps in practice this spring and all through the summer and fall camp, so, I was just really, I felt ready for it, The guys have all installed confidence in me, and, just having that extra boost from the guys really helped, too.
What's that do for you going forward, having 3 big kicks in a game like that? You're kind of like the difference between the game being tight and not.
Well, in the game, you really don't think about it. You're just thinking about doing your job, helping the guys win, I wanted to help Kyle in the offense, and I wanted to help the defense, too. We all played really well, and, I thought just doing my job.
You're talking about nerves, how bad were they?
It's just like practice. I feel like practice here is harder than the games. So,
Jayden, this might sound like a silly question, but can you pronounce your last name?
Fielding.
Okay.
It's like in baseball.
I think they said Fielding a lot on the air.
Yeah, my buddies from back home that mentioned that to me. So,
So what's it? You guys have your first name too.
So, give us an idea. And I know you haven't done it a lot, but give us an idea of what it's like to kick in the shoe. What are the challenges that present themselves to you?
There's always the. I actually feel more pressure kicking in front of the home crowd. There's always a high expectation when you play at Ohio State, but the swirling winds, all that sort of stuff. But I feel like it's the same as practice. Just going out there and doing what I've been doing since I was in 6th grade.
Did you show up every day in preseason camp with a mindset of you're the kicker? How did you approach that? You understand what I'm saying from a competition standpoint?
No, definitely. Parker's a great kicker, and I feel like I had to prove myself every day. And I feel like he really pushed me to be a better kicker and pushed me across the finish line in terms of perfecting my craft and coming in with the attitude every day of having to prove myself. Definitely.
When you made the decision to walk on here, what gave you the confidence that you could be the starting kicker here?
I had always bet on myself. I feel like even in high school, moving from my home high school to IMG, I was betting on myself to go in and be the guy and, kind of prove to everybody around the country that I could kick at this level. So I feel like, why not take that opportunity in college, too?
Was it a tough decision to choose Ohio State, or was it a pretty easy decision?
It was definitely hard. Debating between schools, and it's never an easy decision, especially for a kicker, where there's one guy that does the job. There's one football, right? There's one guy to kick it. So having to go through and select a place was definitely hard, but I felt like Ohio State was home.
Did IMG come after you, or was it vice versa?
I was definitely looking for an opportunity, but they definitely came out and found me, and I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah, and what from your vantage point, what was the attraction for them of you? What do you remember them telling you?
They wanted me to come in, and they had watched film of me at camps, and they really liked my ability to kick off and hit some deep field goals.
And Lee City, what size school is that? Is that 4A, 5A?
That's 6A.
Oh, it is 6A.
So it's 6A, the highest division.
Right.
Barely. We're a pretty good school. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say you're going to get exposure down there too, right?
We weren't winning there very many games. We were playing some good schools, so it was hard for me to get a lot of kicks up, and I feel like, when you play at a place like IMG, you get coaches like Ryan Day on the sidelines, so that helps.
I can appreciate that, you would say something like, hey, I want to bet on myself and show that I can do that. Do you say that because you've had doubters and people, have you been surrounded by noise like that?
I wouldn't say that. I feel like I wasn't given every opportunity that most guys were out of high school, and so I feel like by coming here as a walk-on, kind of like, I don't want to compare myself to X, but I feel like X is a great story, so I want to be like X. I want to be the guy like X, Being a walk-on, you always feel doubted, but proving yourself and proving to everybody else that you can do it it's just what I like to do.
How far? You have scholarship now? What?
I have no idea. I
don't know if I'm allowed to comment on that.
Oh, really?
You mentioned your deep field goals. What do you feel like is your comfortable range, how far you can go out and kick a field goal?
I feel pretty comfortable from about 60 and in. I feel like that's a pretty good range.
You mentioned not having a
ton of nerves at opening game. When do you feel settled in though? Like, was it opening kickoff after your first field goal? Like, when do you kind of feel settled into a game?
Having only done it for one game, I felt really comfortable after that first field goal. I felt like everything was going pretty smooth.
Your favorite ride on Seabrook Pier was what?
Probably the old Egyptian ride, the swing. Oh yeah, love that one.
When did you find out that you were going to be the starting kicker? Kind of who told you that, and what was that moment like?
It was actually Coach Day and Coach Fleming. They came to me. I would say it was like a dream come true. I immediately called my parents. That was like a really good day.